Blowfin on the overall. So most of the time, what's going to happen is you go to your top left. There's an asset button here, and normally what's going to happen here is you're going to have yourself set up where no matter what you send into Blowfin, it's going to end up in what we call the overview, which is going to be the funding account, right? So funding account is where everything shows up. And then that is just basically a holding page. Then you have your spot account, right? And then you have your futures account. So what happens here is in order to um, operate here, everything starts off in funding, right? So in this scenario, I'm going to show you basically how to move your money around. So let's say you want to buy a coin and you want to swap it. So in this scenario, I have USDT because in order to use futures, you have to have USDT. So let's do this. So let's say if you want to send a coin out of Blowfin into another account and you want to send XLM, right? What you would do is you go to your top right assets, go to your funding account because that's where your money is. This is kind of like your savings account. And you would just go to the far right of whatever coin. I'm going to use USDT. Far right is going to be these three little buttons. I'm going to hit transfer. You can see right here it says transfer funding account. And I'm going to change to futures to spot account. And I'm going to send over $10. And I'm just going to confirm that. And now you can see inside of my assets, I now have, if I go to my spot account, I can see that I have the $10 over there. The spot account is spot trading, right? So it's where you can make trades. There is no fees over here. It's spot trading. And these are where you can swap your coins in or out, right? So let's say that I wanted to send XLM. Well, then I would basically come over to spot, and then I would go to the top, right? There's the left is where you can transfer, deposit, withdraw. In order to get the spot, you need to go to the top. You have Blowfin, buy crypto, markets, spot, futures, etc. And you're going to see that up here to the top left, you want to click the little button that says spot because we want to go to spot trading. And this will bring up a trading network where we can actually trade. Now, in this particular situation, you can see over here to the right, I have available $10 of USDT, right? So if I want to trade the USDT into XLM, I go to my section over here and I'm going to select the coin that I want to buy. We're going to say XLM, click on XLM, and now I can go over here to market and I can simply buy $10. I'm going to max it out because I have $10 of USDT. I'm going to buy 100% of it. I'm going to confirm. And now when I go back to my assets to my spot account, you can see that in my spot account, the $10 went from USDT and it actually turned into um, 1, 2, 3. It actually turned into the XLM that I bought. And that's where now I can send out my XLM if I want to send this anywhere, right? So that's kind of like what we have here. So now I can take my XLM, and if I want to send this or do anything with it, I would go from here. So let's say if I'm sending XLM, what I would do is I go from the XLM spot. It's in the spot account, right? So what I need to do here is I need to slide to the far right. There's three little buttons. I'm going to hit transfer because I can't send it out of my spot account. I have to send it from my funding account. So I need to transfer from my spot account back to my funding account. I need to transfer all of my XLM and hit confirm. Now, once it's inside the funding account, right, which is to the left over here, you have your futures, you have your spot, you have your funding. So now I can click on funding, and now you can see that I have my XLM inside of my funding account. The funding account is where you can transfer. This is just like the original KuCoin. KuCoin had a folder, which was the funding account. It's the very first one that everything, they called it the main account. And it's where all your coins come in and go out, right? And from this particular page is the only way to transfer money out of your account. So now that I have my XLM inside of my funding account, Now I can go to the right. There's a little section, three little dots. You can see now that it has transfer, deposit, and withdraw. So now I can click withdraw, and now I can put an address in here to send my XLM back to any of my other wallets or to any wallet that I'm sending it to. And then I can go through the process of actually sending my coins out of Blowfin. Okay. And that is how you um, change money and move the money back to your other accounts so that you can deposit to your bank, deposit to another wallet, or put it anywhere like that. Now, what we want to focus on here is the opposite. So let's say that you're funding your Blowfin account, right? And you send over $10 of XLM, right? When it sends it over to Blowfin, right, you go to your deposit of Blowfin, you go over here, get your XLM, you type in XLM, right, and this is real simple. Type in XLM, it's going to say, pick a network. The thing about XLM and XRP is they only use one network. And you just meant to make sure that you have your address and your tag. Your tag is also your memo, depending on what platform you're using. You might have Coinbase, they'll ask for a memo. That's simply your tag. Okay. That is your bank account, right? That's where the XLM is going when it gets off the highway. And the highway is just the address. Now, once you deposit your XLM, it will end up in a section called the funding account, and it will pop up right here. So whether you're sending XLM, Doge, or USDT, or whatever you're sending, it will end up in your funding account. So your funding account is kind of like your onboarding account. It's where everything shows up, and that's where everything will always be. It's going to always stop in that section, and that's where you can find it. Now, from this particular page, you have to move it around. Now, if it's in XLM, I can't send XLM to futures if I'm doing futures trading, because futures trading only uses USDT, right? So I have to convert this over to USDT. If I'm sending it to my spot trading, that's where I can trade it, right? So if I want to trade my XLM into USDT so that I could use it in my futures, what I have to do here is move it from the funding account over to the spot account. Okay, so let's cover this. When money comes into Blowfin, it goes to a main page called the funding account. That's where all money sent in will go to, and all money going out will have to go out of. This is the main page, right? It's the way to get money in and out of Blowfin. Now, to change the coins into other coins to operate on Blowfin or just to buy, like spot trading, right? If I want USDT for futures trading, then I have to trade a coin if I don't have any into USDT. Now, everything that you buy and everything that you sell in spot account will turn into USDT. So if you have XLM like I have here, and I trade this, right? When I trade it, it will become USDT. So let's say that I sent over and I want to use this $10 in XLM, and I want to use this for trading. So the first thing I have to do is remove it from the funding account and move it to where I can swap it. And swapping it will happen on the spot account. So now I go to my funding account, find the coin that I want to swap, go to the far right of that coin, and there's three little dots. And those dots are transfer, deposit, withdraw, right? Because I'm in my funding. So I'm just going to put transfer, and it's going to say funding account to spot account, which is what I want. I'm going to transfer all of it, so that works out. If you need to change the two to anything else, you can. And that's pretty much it. So now you send it over, and now it'll disappear from the funding account, and now it's going to end up in the spot account. So now when I click my spot account, there we go. There's my $10. Now, I need to turn this into $10 of USDT. So now that it's in the spot account, if I go to the far right, those three dots, I can transfer, deposit, withdraw again. Now, these deposit and withdraw buttons won't work inside of the spot account because it's not the main account, it's not the funding. But when you need to swap a coin, you need to go to the top right, top left, where you can see buy crypto markets, and we're in the spot account. So we're going to click spot, because we want to pull up the spot trading page. And this is what we have here. So now you can see over here the coin that it's selected on the top left is Bitcoin USDT. So if I look to my right on my create order section on far right, I don't have anything available in USDT, and I don't have anything in Bitcoin because I don't have that coin over there. So I'm going to see a zero balance over there, right? Because I don't have those coins. So I need to change the coin into the coin that I want to swap. So I have XLM. So I'm going to turn XLM over here on the chart. And now that I have XLM up, this is where I'll be able to see my coins that I want to swap. Go to market. I want to swap out here my XLM. So all I'm going to do here is go to market. I'm going to click on sell, right? Now you can see as soon as I hit sell that the XLM availability pops up there, right? And that just lets me know how much I can sell. So let's say if I was on the Bitcoin side, right? And I go to sell button. Notice here that there's nothing available to sell because I don't have any Bitcoin in my spot wallet, right? So when I go to XLM, the coin that I have inside the spot wallet, you can see right here that it pops up on available that I have 94 XLM. So basically the 10 bucks. So I'm going to have market. I'm going to sell 100% of my XLM. And when I do this, what it's going to do is going to convert it into USDT, right? So now when I go back to my assets, top left or top right, I can see I have my funding, my spot. I want to go to my spot account real quick. And now the XLM that I had has disappeared. And now it has become $10 of USDT, right? Now that I have USDT, I can move that over to my futures account and I can do trading on futures. And that is how you convert your tokens, whatever you send over to your Blowfin. That's how you convert it into your USDT option in order to trade on futures. So now I can see my USDT is inside of my spot account. I slide over to the far right. There's three little dots. I hit transfer. I want to transfer from my spot to my futures because that's where I'm actually going to do trading. So I select all, confirm. And now when I go to my futures account, we should be able to see the $10 in USDT popped in, which it did because we originally had 30 and now we have $40 over there. So now I'm prepared to actually do trading over there. I can go to top right, top left buttons. You can see markets, spot account, right? I'm going to click on futures. I'm going to click futures trading. And now I'm going to have the futures trading page. And now I can trade. And you can see here on the available amount, you're going to see the $40 in USDT, even though the coin that's on the chart is Bitcoin. The reason why is because over here inside the futures account, you can only trade one coin. It's called USDT. So every coin that I'm going to trade here today will be bought with USDT. And when I sell it, it'll be turned back into USDT. And that is how the futures operate. It's going to operate all on USDT. So that is how to take your coins and swap them back and forth on Blowfin. So remember, every time you put money into Blowfin, it will show up in your funding account. And once you have it in your funding account, you then need to send it over to your spot account. And then on the top left, you go to your spot chart, which is where you can take the coin that you have and trade it into USDT. And then that will go back into your spot account as USDT. And then from there, you can send over to your futures account just so you can trade. Or if you have USDT and you want to send it to a different wallet outside of your Blowfin, it would end up in your futures account or wherever you have it. And then you need to send it to your spot account. And inside your spot account, you go to your top left area to pull up a spot trading chart. And then you trade your USDT into whatever coin that you want to send, which is Doge, XLM, or whatever you're doing. Then once you trade it in the spot section, you then transfer it from spot over to your funding account, which is your main page. And from the funding account, that is where you would hit withdraw to send it over to your bank or to over to your other wallet that you use for your bank account or whatever you're paying or whatever you're doing, right? And that is how you use Blowfin. It is just like KuCoin. Um, KuCoin just called the funding account the main page. Nothing different, same exact setup, and that's how you can get your coins in and out of Blowfin, change them into what you want them to be, and then use them inside of futures. Remember, futures trading 99% of the time is always going to use USDT. Very few exchanges, if any, will let you swap out um, or leverage the coin that you have. Normally, futures always use USDT as the base capital that you swap in and out of the system. The only place I've ever seen that you can margin would be in margins on KuCoin is where you could put in like a different asset like XLM, Bitcoin, or something, and then use that value to buy other coins. But other than that, when you use futures, it's going to be USDT 99.9% of the time. All right, guys, that's how you do your Blowfin. Welcome to Blowfin. That's how you get your coins in and out, man. Have a good day. Good luck.